Hey, y'all. I have got a secret. Okay, I don't know how much of a secret it is because I've seen some people do it. At least I think they're doing it. But there aren't a lot of people talking about it. And it is a way to make very safe, very fast, very consistent money in Ashes of Creation. We all need that money. I'm running across people all the time that are level 14 or 15 that are still using novice weapons and telling me they don't even have enough money to pay crafting costs to get a weapon together. So there's clearly people who don't understand how to make money in this game. This is a very, very easy way to do it. And what I really like about this method is it requires nothing from no one. You don't have to sit around and wait for a good chum spot to open up for sport fishing, and then you don't have to wait for the RNG to hopefully make sure you get a good fish that makes it worth it. It doesn't matter how many people are running crates to and from any particular location. Diminishing returns doesn't come into play here. It doesn't matter. You don't need a group. You don't need anyone else to participate in this. You can do it all by yourself. You don't need a specific grinding spot. There's nothing that stops you. The only thing that you have to do is just go do it. And there are very, very few things in Ashes of Creation that work that way where you can just go do it. So that's what I really like about this. So real quick, before I show you guys how to do it, I just want to explain to anybody who might be watching this, who doesn't know how mules work or how to get a mule. If you go to the agricultural supply in Avon's End and you talk to this vendor right here and you go over to his materials tab and you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can buy an untrained or untamed mule, day strider mule. What you want to do is you want to take that and you want to put it into the animal husbandry station. Now there's one right here, right next to this vendor, but it costs 75 silver to turn this into a tamed day strider mule. If you take it to one of the settlements nearby, almost all of them have their tax rate set at the very, very lowest they can go, and it usually is about 56 silver, so you can save a little bit of money if you need to save a little bit of money right at the start. Once you have the Day Strider Mule, then all you need to do is you need to have your Sanctus resource bag, you need to have a lumberjacking bag, and you need to have a mining bag. You're going to fill your Sanctus resource bag up with fish, common fish. It's very simple. Just use common fish. You should have plenty of common fish because you should be AFK fishing every time you have to leave your computer for a few minutes, or when you're done playing for the day, just set your computer to AFK fish and then it'll log out, on its own. So you should have plenty of common fish all the time anyways. Then you're going to fill the lumberjacking bag up with common trees. You're going to fill the mining bag up with common rocks. That's all you got to do. It's very, very simple. Once you do that, you're going to go right back to Avon's End. You're going to talk to this guy right here next to the commodity crate packing section. And you're going to buy epic certifications. There's three things that make this extremely fast and good, and one of the best ways to make money in the early game, and one of the best ways to make money overall. And one of them is the fact that you don't have to grind for reputation here. There's no reputation for Avon's End. You can just buy these certifications, the maximum level, right off the bat. So that makes it really good here. So what you want to do is you want to buy epic certifications, and you want to go to the crate packing station right here, put in all your white mats, put in your epic cert, and you're going to get a green crate out of it. You put one green crate on your Day Strider mule, you make one more crate, it's on your back, and you take off. If you happen to have a Moonstrider mule, obviously you're going to do 2 crates and one on your back. And if you happen to have all green mats, if you have enough green mats to make an entire crate, you want to use a legendary certification and all green mats, and that will get you a blue crate, which is worth even more when we get where we're going. So then we're just going to take off. And all we're doing is we're going to Briarmoor Farms. We're going to Briarmoor Farms, which is like a 6.5 minute run. It's very, very short run. It's through one of the safest areas of the game. You could get jumped. There are people who will try to jump this route every once in a while. For the most part, you can just go right over to Briarmoor Farms, safe as can be all the time. And that's the second thing that makes this really, really effective is the route is so short. It doesn't matter that the profit margin isn't crazy. Yeah, we're not going to make 9 gold when we get where we're going like you might if you went all the way up to Kaltorum or something like that. But because it's short and fast, you can do it over and over and over again in a short amount of time and still make money. So you're going to ride right over here to Briarmoor Farms. Once you get to Briarmoor Farms, you're going to turn in your crates. And if you did green crates, if you used white mats, you're going to make 37 silver per crate. And if you use green mats, so you have a blue crate, you're going to make 60 silver per crate. So if you did 3 blue crates, which I do pretty regularly, you're going to make 1.8 gold. Now, about 50 of that gold went into the buying of the certs and all that stuff. So you're really only profiting like 1.2 gold, something like that. But for a 6.5 minute run, that's super worth it. And I actually had a buddy of mine started with absolutely nothing on a level 9 character, just started going grinding mats to fill up his bags. And he just filled his bags up with white mats and then just started running crates back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And in about 2 hours, he made over 5 gold. So this, you can make pretty good money doing this. Is there faster ways to make money in this game? Absolutely. Absolutely there is, but they all rely on something. Even if you're a crafter who can really make money, you still got to have people that are buying from you, right? This requires no one. It requires nothing from no one. All it requires is you to go out there and do the work, and it's very, very consistent. And then the other thing that makes this really good is, unlike the other locations where you can drop off crates, there does not appear to be any diminishing returns for dropping off crates here. You will always get 37 silver for a green crate and 60 silver for a blue crate every time, no matter what, no matter how many people are running this. Now, before I get out of here, I do want to warn you guys. I know Nice Gaming made a video about this here recently. I've experienced it a couple of times. People have kind of figured out a little bit of a way around the corruption system. They have a low-level player that will come over and start attacking your mule, and they'll have a high-level player who's just sitting right there to let you know if you happen to flag to defend your mule, the high-level player is going to kill you if you happen to be a low level player. And so all you can do is sit there and watch them kill your mule, and then they're going to pull out their own mule, they're going to pick up the 2 crates that are now on the ground, and they're going to drive off, and you're left with just the 1 crate on your back. If you happen to flag and fight back, they're going to kill you and then take the 3rd crate too. So the 2 times that it's happened to me, I just walked off with my 1 crate and just chalked it up to, I lost those, and it's no big deal because mats are infinite in this game, right? So just keep in mind that people are figuring out how to do that. And now that this video is out there, there may be more people who start camping this route. I don't know, but just keep that in mind. If people start to go attack you, if you defend yourself, more than likely there's a high level guy waiting right around the corner to just take you out and take your 3rd mat too, or 3rd crate too. So, but guys, that's really all I have. I just want to help you guys get out there and make some money so you guys can start getting some of that Radiant and Adept gear and start being more effective in groups and all that stuff, and being able to buy the things you want, get the better mounts and all that stuff. That's all I got, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.